Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern New York Courthouse. Today, Monday, October 27th, 2025. Now, we're heading in to cover the Crypto Bros trial, but first, as we were having to put out all over the weekend, a story of censorship. On Friday evening, so after the last vlog, so this is the first time we addressed it in this format, an email from Amazon KDP, saying, "We find offensive your book about the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, which happened right over there in 40 Foley, and the Kevin Spacey trial, which happened right here in 500 Pearl Street. They're both just books about a trial and what took place in it. In fact, they're somewhat sanitized in the sense that I think I put asterisks over some swear words that were said in court. But Amazon has used these two old books, one from 2021, the other from 2022, to ban all of Inner City Press's books. In fact, to eliminate its account. And then I received an email from Audible saying, although they're ostensibly, they were allowed to buy Audible, but they're supposedly being run separately. Well, no, Audible said, because you've been canceled by Amazon, we're canceling you. And ironically, I don't even think the Maxwell or Spacey books are on Audible. So it's an outrage. We're having to see what happens. I find it absolutely shocking, to be honest with you. That's why I've sort of devoted, probably missed some news that I would have liked to have covered over the weekend. But today we have no choice. We're back in to cover the Crypto Bros trial. And I will say this, because of this, and this is not a solution, this is just a response. We have actually put out an interim book on the Crypto Bros trial on Google Play. You can find it. It's called Crypto Bros, U.S. versus Peraire-bueno. But that's not an answer. It's not an answer. This censorship will be opposed to the absolute end of the road. So we're going to go in to cover Crypto Bros over the weekend. In fact, Sunday almost at midnight, 11:53 p.m. yesterday. The lawyers for the Crypto Bros put in a letter opposing a U.S. expert. On the stand today is the supposed victim, David Yakira. So watch this space. It's going to start very soon. In other crypto news, Keon Rodriguez and Hill of Samurai Wallet, the former asked for a year and a day, the latter for time served. We'll see. We'll cover that sentencing. We're covering a lot of things over here. Many things. Also, Danielle Sassoon. This is a political as well as crypto story. In the case of Michelle Bond, Danielle Sassoon, first the defense said they wanted her. Then when she arrived late in the day when they were putting on their hearing, about the guilty plea, they said they didn't want her. Well, now the government wants her. So it's quite a story. It'll happen in November, and we will be there. We will be there. In financial news, we've already turned the corner, but in financial news, another mega merger announced today. Huntington-Cadence, $7.4 billion proposed merger. Of course, the regulators are saying, let's cut out the public since they don't comment enough. So watch this space. Watch this space. We've done a little analysis of Cadence to begin, and it's not a pretty picture. Okay. UN, we've put in a number of things. In fact, we had another scoop over the weekend. Something called the Staff Management Group has been created because Antonio Guterres wants to cut the budget. He has to cut the budget, but he's not cutting his budget. Big Tony is living large. He's traveling the world with guards, and all of his cronies are keeping their jobs. Only the low-level UN people are getting cut. Well, they write to us. We publish the stories. We email the spokesman, and they don't even answer. These are two fights at once, or maybe three. But we're going in to cover the Crypto Bros trial and to fight censorship. Inner City Press, to be continued.